Hello YouTube, today without cap but with jacket because I'm in town hall, well city hall now, sorry. There it is, the letters patent that made us a city. So why am I here? Very quick video actually that I wanted to show you today. As you know, the RNLI, the Royal National Lifeboat Institution, was founded here in the Isle of Man. We have station number 1 as I showed you in a previous video. And it's the 200th anniversary in 2024 and there's all sorts of things going on. One of the coolest things is the RNLI scroll. There's a scroll here in the chamber at the moment. This scroll has gone to all 238 RNLI stations in the UK. They drove it around with an electric van to be carbon neutral. And this was signed by every single station, by every single lifeboat station in the UK. And now this being station number 1, it's coming here for the last signature by the RNLI boss. And of course the RNLI guys from the Isle of Man, station number 1. So I wanted to show you the ceremony, which starts in just a couple of minutes here, of the signing of the RNLI scroll, the last signing, which is part of the 200th anniversary celebrations. And the RNLI, of course, completely lives off donations. So if you can support them, please do. I'll stick the link below. And yeah, it's an awesome organization, brave people who go out in every weather. So let's show you the signing ceremony of the RNLI scroll.
A very good morning and a warm welcome to Douglas City Hall. For those of you who would like to, please be seated. Let me open by saying that as Mayor of Douglas, the birthplace of the RNLI, it is a pleasure to be here with you all on this momentous occasion. Today marks another very important milestone in what has been a year of milestones, particularly here in the island, as the bicentenary of this truly wonderful institution has been marked in a range of ways. Last November, an official dinner launched a year of celebrations and commemorations, and this evening at the Villa Marina, that 12-month period will officially draw to a close. A number of you here this morning will also be in attendance at the Royal Hall this evening, but before that, a short ceremony which I consider to be the most significant in the whole RNLI 200 calendar. 200 years after one of the world's finest institutions was formed, a special scroll was commissioned depicting the RNLI's pledge. That pledge reads, "We promise our commitment to saving everyone we can without judgment." This is a pledge that remains as true today as it did when Sir William first outlined his vision when he founded the charity in 1824. Ever since, our island, and particularly Douglas, has been the foundation for what has followed and has an inextricable link to saving lives at sea. Indeed, it is in our capital, our city, where Sir William Hilary's wish for a dedicated service became a reality. It all stemmed from when Sir William, then a Douglas resident, saw firsthand the treacherous nature of the sea, witnessing dozens of shipwrecks around the Manx coast, and with the help of the local men and women, saved many lives. 2 centuries on, the work of the Royal National Lifeboat Institution is known and admired the world over, with tireless efforts not just throughout the British Isles, as we have seen in more recent times further afield. Since 1824, the methods may have changed and the equipment used to help save lives may have become more innovative, but the thousands of volunteer crew and members still follow the courage and principles set by its founder. One key element which has also remained unchanged during that time has been that community remains at the heart of the organisation. So how fitting is it that the scroll is themed connecting our communities? Because for 200 years, it is the people who have made the RNLI. Everything about the scroll, from the design and materials to the wording printed on it and the locations it has travelled to, reflects the communities the RNLI serves. And as it now reaches the conclusion of its journey, the RNLI has an important document which forms part of its story and a significant snapshot as it stands at 200 years old. On behalf of Douglas City Council, we're delighted to welcome the Connecting Communities 200th Anniversary Scroll to Douglas, to be recorded as a permanent and enduring part of the charity's history. The scroll departed Westminster Abbey on March the 4th. Since then, it has been transported all around the UK, calling in at every lifeboat station in the British Isles and Northern Ireland, now culminating as it is signed by members of the Islands RNLI. And as we welcome you all to our council chamber for this reception, the final signature of more than 700 is being added, that of the Chief Executive of the RNLI, Mr. Peter Sparks. Mr. Sparks, we welcome you, your colleagues from the RNLI in Poole, and representatives from each of the island's lifeboat stations here today. The rich nautical heritage of the island cannot be better summed up than the life-saving and fundraising work the RNLI carries out in Manx waters, and the countless hours given by loyal volunteer lifeboat crews in our community. This scroll is a tangible representation of the connection between all RNLI stations, lifeguard units and fundraising branches. To my council colleagues, the politicians and officials of today and yesteryear, who have ensured the legacy of Sir William Hillary is being kept alive here in the capital of the Isle of Man, I thank you. And as we commemorate all that has gone before, celebrate the lifesavers of today, and inspire the next generation who have pledged to continue lifesaving for generations to come, let us once more say, happy 200th birthday to the RNLI. Executive Mr. Peter Sparks to say a few words.
Madam Mayor, thank you very much for your kind words and for hosting this event today, this special event here today to mark the Scroll's final journey with representatives from all 5 RNLI lifeboat stations, many of our one crew from Douglas, Ramsey, Peel, Port St Mary and Port Erin in the room. This is a very special year for both the RNLI and for Douglas. My congratulations to the City for its recent granted city status. The RNLI is extremely proud to serve the island, and we look forward to continuing our life-saving heritage here for generations to come. The Connecting Our Communities Relay has been one of the most significant events of the RNLI's 200th anniversary year. It's all been about our people, connecting them together, from our brave lifesavers who risk their lives to save others, to the committed fundraisers, shop volunteers, and generous donors who fund our life-saving work. Everything about the scroll, from the design and materials to the words printed on it, and the locations it has travelled through, reflect those communities that we serve. And we now have an important document which will become part of the charity's history and a significant snapshot of the RNLI as it stands 200 years old. We are very grateful for the sponsorship from Ford, who have provided an electric zero-emission van, Connie, to transport the scroll, and many thanks to her dedicated driver, Chris Smith, who has been part of the majority of the journey, with a few well-deserved rest breaks on the way. Chris, thank you, and well done. Over the course of the past 8.5 months, the scroll has collected, I understand, 930 signatures, visited over 300 RNLI communities, and has travelled over 18,000 miles around the UK, Ireland, and Crown dependencies, before finishing its journey here in Douglas, the Isle of Man, a very fitting finale as the home of the RNLI's founder, Sir William Hillary. The scroll and its casing have been tailor-made, involving RNLI craftspeople, and using materials significant to the charity. The wooden spindles that you can see in front of you were made by a carpenter from the RNLI's All-Weather Lifeboat Centre in Poole, using wood from a 19th century flagpole from Ramsey Lifeboat Station. So even the making of the scroll itself has a significant connection. Staff and apprentices from the RNLI's Inshore Lifeboat Centre on the Isle of Wight have made the protective fiberglass casing and carefully set the scroll spindles and accessories Madam Mayor has referenced, the scroll began its journey on Monday the 4th of March at a service of Thanksgiving at Westminster Abbey to mark the charity's official 200th anniversary. Here it was signed by the RNLI's President, His Royal Highness the Duke of Kent, as well as the Archbishop of Canterbury, the Dean of Westminster, the RNLI's Chair, and the RNLI's former Chief Executive, Mark Gowrie. It is my great pleasure and honour to place the final RNLI signature on the scroll, before we hope it will be signed by our patron, His Majesty the King, in the coming weeks. This evening I am greatly looking forward to joining many of you and the RNLI family here on the Isle of Man for a special gala dinner to mark the end of the island's 200th celebrations. I would like to place on record my sincere thanks to the whole of the RNLI team here on the island, who have delivered so many successful events and campaigns, raising the profile of what we do, generating funds, and bringing to life the heritage of our organisation in this milestone year, whilst also delivering our vital life-saving services. It is our people who make the RNLI the remarkable institution that it is, past, present, and future. So thank you, Isle of Man. You really are one crew. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Sparks. We're going to take some photographs of the scroll now. I haven't had a big look at it, so I'm really excited to get down and have a closer look. And I would like to invite you to sign the scroll first, and we can have some bits of that, and then we'll get some bits of the rest of the
You need to show what to do, Chris. I brought my posh pen.
So Chris really finished his journey with a parking ticket this morning, because I promised to use my parking space and I parked my car. Apologies for that.
Don't worry. I wouldn't laugh.
We got there in the end.
So if you don't mind.
Okay. It's even better then. So long as it doesn't get splodged, that's okay.
Do you know for a principal error?
So I normally have a fan pen, but
So you've got thin and
I'm going for a one-line marks, please. My best figure.
so you don't mind when you get it. Want to treat everyone the same. Yeah. Slightly tips. You happy?
Yeah.
Is that comfortable? Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm glad I don't have to point out.
I was going to say. Do you want me to date it? That's not been dated. No, I don't.
Yes,
I assume. Yeah. Probably best to leave. I'll last the first 4 months, so that's okay. So hopefully I think it'll be at least 2025.
Yeah, no, pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well done. Thank you very much.
Who blinked? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
And that's all for this video. I just wanted to give you a look at the ceremony. Unfortunately, there was nobody else videoing it, which, okay. So, you got my video of it. The boss of the RNLI signed it, and now it goes to London, I assume, for the king to sign it. He's the patron of the RNLI, of course. And his mother is still on our wall. Of course, the king's portrait is now in the chamber. He's the current Lord of Man. There's our letters patent again. But that document in there, that's the one this video was about. So RNLI 200 years, they have the big gala dinner tonight. And that's it from me from here. So see you next time.